In 1955, Louis Barnevelt moves to New Zebedee, Michigan in the wake of his parents' death. Louis is taken in by his uncle Jonathan Barnevelt, played by Jack Black. He also meets Jonathan's next-door neighbor and good friend, Florence Zimmerman, played by Cate Blanchett. Jonathan lives in an eccentric house that's filled with clocks, including one particular loud one that seems to be counting down to something. Eventually, Jonathan tells Louis the truth, that Jonathan is in fact a magic practitioner called a warlock, and Florence is a magic practitioner called a witch. The two are investigating a strange occurrence that seems to have happened involving a former friend of theirs named Isaac Izard, who was practicing some very dark magic when he and his wife were apparently killed in that house. The house has since gained kind of a reputation as a murder house. However, Louis is also visited by the spirit of his dead mother, who directs Louis to a forbidden cabinet containing a book that is essentially the Necronomicon with the power to raise the dead. In order to impress a young boy, basically the popular boy at Louis's school named Tarby Corrigan, Louis tries to raise the body of Isaac Izard in front of him. It works, and it turns out that the clock in the house, the clock in its walls, well, the clock in the walls of the titular house, is, well, a doomsday clock. Not a doomsday clock that counts down to the end of the world, a doomsday clock that can be used to turn the world back to the beginning. It turns out that Isaac was lost when MIA in World War II and was found wandering in the Black Forest. It was there that he met a demon named Azazel, who basically taught him the secrets of dark magic. Now, Isaac and his wife Selena want to basically restart the world without humanity in it. Well, with them being the only humans, which will thus make it free of war and a perfect world. So, it falls to Louis and Jonathan and Florence to come together and fix the problems and save the day, which they eventually do. So, how was it? Well, overall, it's a pretty decent movie. I really liked it. I think it's Jack Black is like reasonably understated. Like, he has his kind of gregarious parts, but they're well timed and spaced out. He's not overly annoying like he sometimes can be. Cate Blanchett is really good as Florence Zimmerman. That character has a pretty decent arc. Basically, her family was killed in World War II, and ever since then, she hasn't been able to properly work magic. The kid who plays Louis, let's see, Owen Vaccaro, he's all right. Unfortunately, sometimes he kind of like there's some parts where he's really good at being like kind of the quiet introverted kid who doesn't fit in. Like when he's with the other kids, he works really well, but in the house itself, sometimes he's a little flat. But overall, though, like there's some good effects work in this. Kyle MacLachlan plays Isaac Izard. So, I mean, there's some good twists in this too. Like the idea of with the magics is you have to find your way to practice the magic. Like you have to sort of work through it on your own way. It's not like Harry Potter where there's like schools and set rules to everything. You have to, like I said, you have to kind of find your own way. Louis finds his own way because he reads a lot of dictionaries, and so he has like an elevated vocabulary, and eventually that's how he manages to tap into it. When they're trying to locate the clock, which has got this powerful hex on it, he uses a magic 8-ball that his parents gave him, and sort of sets up everything to perform a spell. And like I said, he goes like locate, to find, to place the location of something, secret, clock, tell me, and that's how it works. So yeah, overall, like that part is good. Unfortunately, there's also a couple of drawbacks. I would say the pacing of the film goes by maybe a little too fast. Like, we get little bits and pieces of Louis learning the magic for being a warlock, but it goes by like a little too quickly. Like, is he progressing? Is he getting worse? It's like it kind of enters this weird holding pattern. You see these bits in the trailer where he's using the magic at school. That really only happens kind of towards the end of the movie. He uses one point where he sprays a kid with a water fountain. As this is happening, it's also noticed by this girl named Rosa Rita. I can't think of what her last name is. And again, it's like, it looks like it's going somewhere, but then it really doesn't until the tail end of the movie. So, yeah, those are kind of some of the drawbacks to it, but overall, I would say The House of Clock and Its Walls is a fairly enjoyable film. I'm going to give it a B.
Friday at 8, 7 Central, Johnny Gill's Serenade Laura. It's an all-new family matter.
Hey, enough of that.
Then, are the Lamberts ready for a country club?
You are not supposed to repair the furniture.
No, she really speaks her mind. Tell her to stop it.
Step by step, and
Dry, oily.
Mickey begins a life of crime.
I guess we're gonna have to register you in pre-jail.
Baby talk,
What do real daddies do that Billy doesn't do?
followed by Billy Friday.
Okay, it's trailer time, and yeah, we actually got all new trailers on this. We got Goosebumps, Haunted Halloween, Johnny English Strikes Again. Do we really need a third Johnny English movie? Really? Like, I know like the first one was pretty successful, but then we didn't get another one for like a decade after that, and now it's like 5 years after that we got another Johnny English movie? Really? I guess Ron Atkinson's strapped for cash. After that we had Bumblebee, Mary Poppins Returns. This was not like the full trailer that was on YouTube, that's been on YouTube recently. This is the teaser trailer. It was only about, I'd say 90 seconds long, not particularly long. Okay, I guess we didn't quite get all new trailers. We just got, this is the one repeat. It's Smallfoot. That's obviously the movie I'll be seeing next week. Then we got the full trailer for The Grinch. And then How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. Next video is, well, it's going to be the Smallfoot review. Then, like I said, I kind of just started out working for the 100th Random Trade Review. I might be doing something a little special for that. I still need to kind of sort things out to get that done. So, see you all next time. Hey guys, is there a movie you want me to tackle? If it's some stinker like Baywatch or the Emoji Movie or something else? Check out my Patreon at Sleepy Time for Cat Productions. See how you can make that happen.